Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode right there is cool, amazing product right here in my hand, as you can see. Basically what this is a multiple blender device that also has other accessories on here as well. So there's a blender, there's a whisk, there's a frother right here, and then use these devices right here to blend it or froth your drinks or everything, which is pretty awesome. And these are actually BPA free, so you guys don't have to worry about that if that is an issue or concern for you guys. But first thing first, let's actually open up to show you guys what the product looks like and what comes out the package first. So when you guys first open the product itself, this is basically what it looks like inside. So the first thing we can see is the actual handlebar itself, which you guys can use a cable to plug in to activate it. Next, you guys can see part of the blender right here. And for this one, it has a really sharp blade in the bottom part right here, so you guys want to be careful, which I'll show you guys a better view in a second. And then you guys can see right there, there's another section right there that we have to open, so let's open up first. So underneath that section right there, you can see a bunch more accessories in there. So the probably one of these accessories right here, which you guys actually plug in your whisk or the actual milk frother in here to use it as well. Very similar to kind of like what they have right here, you guys can see. So next up, we see the actual milk frother and the actual mixer right here. So all you guys have to do is plug this part into this little part right here, and then you can use it. And right here is one of the containers that you can use to blend or mix your product. And then here's the other one. So this one's more for chopping, you guys can see, which I'll open all this in a second to show you guys a better view. And then the last and final thing that we have right here is a little instruction card or user guide right here to teach you guys how to use it and all the different functionalities on here and how to actually set it up. And that's basically everything that's in the packaging itself right here. So if you guys take a look at the inside right here, it teaches you guys how to use it and everything, so that's pretty cool, so you guys don't have to worry about doing it wrong or anything. So let me actually open up each one of these and show you guys what it looks like. So this is the container right here that you guys actually can put it in here like this and start blending your smoothie or drinks or whatever. Alright, so next we have this part right here. So this is the processor, so here's how to do is putting like your garlic or your onion inside and do like process it and chop it up. So it's definitely really cool. If you guys can see, it's pretty secure and everything. Top part, bottom part is pretty secure. All you guys have to do is twist it open and twist it close, just like that. You guys can see. And for this one, all you guys have to do is put this little handlebar like this and to twist it and lock it and it turns on. Next, let's take a look at the actual whisk and the milk frother right here. So this is what the milk frother one looks like, you can see. So all you guys have to do is put in this part right here. So if we take this one out, all you guys have to do is just poke it in like this. Make sure it goes all the way in. And then this part right here, you guys can put it in here like this. And just start frothing your drinks or everything. And then same thing for the whisk right here, you guys can see. So if you guys want to use the whisk instead of the milk frother, all you guys have to do is just pull it out. You guys see, very easy. And just poke this part in here, just like that, all the way. And you can use this one instead of the other one now. So for this one, you guys can put it in here like this and start mixing your drinks like this. Or if you guys want to use it for your other bowls and everything, you guys can use that as well. And the next one that we have right here is the blade that you guys want to be careful with. So you guys can see, this is basically what it looks like on this side. And this is what it looks like right here. So you can see the blade inside, which is really sharp, so you guys want to be really careful. So for this one, it's the same concept. All you guys have to do is put like this right here and it starts blending or mixing it. What's really cool about these containers is the fact that it also has a measurement in here. So it has the fluid ounce right here and the milliliter right here. So that way you guys know how much to add and how much to use and everything. But for this one, it doesn't have like a lid or anything to actually cover it up, so you guys want to be careful when you guys use it. And then last but not least is the actual product itself right here. There's the button right here to activate it. So you want to press this to activate it, and this is the turbo button right here. So this turns on like the turbo mode on here. And then you guys can control like the speed level on here on top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you guys can see. And then there's these two buttons on the side right here. So one right here and one right here. So what this is for is to release it. So let me use an example for you guys. So I'm going to use this whisk right here. So if you guys lock it in place like this, it's locked and it won't move, you guys can see. So once you guys turn on, you guys can use it. But when you guys are done using it, just press both buttons like this. And it comes off really easy. And also one thing I forgot to mention is in the actual other container right here, it also has the measurement in here. So fluid ounce on this side and then the milliliter on this side. And then for the plugs that they use for the cable, it's that US plug right here, if you can see. And that's basically everything that's provided for us in the actual packaging itself. So this definitely should be more than enough accessories or tools for you guys to use for any kind of cases, whether it be for blending, mixing, whisking, frothing, or just processing and chopping stuff. Everything is basically all in here, so you can use any of these for any of those cases. So obviously, in order for us to actually find out when it's actually worth it and when it actually works, is to actually go test it out. So let me actually go plug it in and probably try each one out and see how well it works, and then see how the performance is in terms of the speed level and the turbo mode and the little button controls, and see how well it works. So let's go do that first, and then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. Alright, so here we have the product all set up. If you guys can see, once we plug it in, there's this blue light right here that activates. If you guys can see, that turns on. So the way how it works is that you just want to press this button right here. So for this one, you have to hold it. You guys can see to activate it. If you guys want to use the turbo mode, you guys want to press turbo mode right here. And then change like the speed level right here as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we turn it all the way to 6, that's 6. If I turn it 3, that's 3. So that's how you guys use this one. Once you guys are done using this one, you guys want to use a different one, then you guys can just press the little button right here to turn it off and take it out. You can see right here and use a different one. So let's try a different one and see what it looks like. So this one I'm gonna try the whisk right here. So just connect it like this, and then just start using it. All right, so I just put it in here. If you guys can see, just turn it on. So basically, when you guys are using the product itself, you guys have to hold the power button right here to use it. Otherwise, it won't work. So pretty much the same concept for the other accessory as well. So like the blender, the milk frother, and etc. So let me actually still try the other ones as well, so I can show you guys what it looks like. So if you guys want to remove this one, same thing. Just press the 2 buttons right here, and then take it out just like that. It's so easy that you can do it with one hand. Alright, so we got our milk frother or the frother right here. So same thing. You just have to turn it on the top part right here to activate it. So now you can float your drink or whatever. You can see, so pretty easy to use. So that one works as well. Let's try the last and final one and see how that one works. Alright, so here's the last and final one that we have right here. So basically the same kind of concept and everything. All you guys have to do is press the button on top, which is right here, to activate it. Alright, so you can't really see the blade underneath, but if I go like this, then you guys can see the blade underneath. You can see. It's pretty powerful, but you guys want to be really careful when you use this because the blade itself is super sharp. Alright, so we got the product right here. Let's give it a try and see how it works. Alright, so as you can see that does work. Alright, welcome back guys. So now you guys saw the quick test of the product itself. You guys can see it actually does work and it works quite well. Really easy to use each one. I love the fact of how easy it is to kind of like change from one head to another head to another head, from like the whisk, the milk frother, the actual blender, and probably the processor itself. And it's really easy to clean it. All you guys have to do is take each component or parts out and just wash it and just let it air dry or whatever. If you guys want to wipe it down, you guys can do that as well, but it's probably better for you guys to air dry it. The button controls and everything works really well. All you guys have to do is press the button to activate it, change your speed, change on the turbo mode. Whatever you guys want to use it for, that's up to you guys. But definitely you can see how this is super useful for any kind of scenarios, like how I mentioned, for like baking, blending stuff, using it for whisking stuff. If you guys want to make like coffee or whatever using the milk frother, like there's just so many things you guys can use this product for. You guys don't have to buy each individual thing. For example, if you guys want to buy like a frother, if you guys want to buy like an electric hand whisk, or if you guys want to buy a blender or whatever. Obviously, like I mentioned, the blender doesn't have the lid right here, so most likely you guys still want to buy a blender, but everything else for like the whisk, the milk frother, and then probably for the processor itself is pretty nice because you guys get all of it in one, which is a really good deal. So now that we did a quick unboxing and testing of the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I think this is actually really worth it if you guys want to need one of these, especially if you guys can use all of these accessories and tools that are provided in here. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or have used one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that actually you do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for a quick unboxing and testing of the product itself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, then make sure to click on that bell notification in the bottom to be notified of new videos that will be coming up in the future. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace. And then for today's G Squad fan shout out day, we have